In the heart of the African wilderness, Zira, a lioness, faces the ultimate test, protecting her cubs from a pack of hyenas. Will she stand her ground, or will the savannah take what she holds most dear? Stay with us until the end. A twist awaits. Zira was once part of a mighty pride. But now she is alone with her 3 cubs. Every step on the savannah is filled with fear. She is tired, she is hungry, but her eyes never stop searching for hope. And then, in the distance, mottled black shapes begin to appear. Nine hyenas stand still, watching. They are in no hurry. They wait. Leading the way is Kova, the smartest and most ruthless of them all. To them, Zira and her cubs are not competitors, just their next meal. In animal fight, when a lioness is extremely stressed, scent glands in her paws automatically release a special pheromone. The hyenas smelled the scent from hundreds of meters away and immediately became frantically excited. They knew this was a sign of a prey in panic and were ready to attack more brutally than ever. In animal fight, they did not rush forward immediately. That was the most frightening thing. The hyenas did not fight with strength, they fought with patience and cunning. They made noises on the left to distract Zira, while the scent was carried away by the wind. The The two older cubs played carefree near the bushes while the youngest one clung weakly to its mother. Zira sensed the trap. Her heart pounded. She was forced to choose to save only one. And in that moment of hesitation, the hyenas suddenly acted. The hyenas did not choose their prey by size, but by running and breathing. In just 2 seconds of observation, they scanned which cub breathed faster, walked slower. That was the weakest in the pack. Kova and his men had spotted Zira's youngest child from the start, and they had planned perfectly to separate her first. Zira roared, charging towards the youngest. But immediately, two hyena shadows flashed past like lightning, grabbing the other two. Zira had no time to think. She could only rush madly. She bit, she scratched, she roared. One hyena had already grabbed the older child's leg. The youngest was separated, lost in the tall grass, her weak cries echoing in despair. Zira turned her head, then turned her head again. She couldn't be in two places at once. A mother was being forced to choose which one to save. She screamed in pain, rushing into the middle of the hyena pack. But there were too many of them. They screamed, knowing full well that she was winning. Zira was injured, but she still refused to give up. Still holding her youngest child tightly in despair, helplessly watching the other two being dragged away in an animal fight. Just when it seemed like everything was over, the ground shook. A terrifying roar rang out from behind. The male lions returned. They charged forward like living nightmares. In just a split second, the tables were turned completely. The hyenas, who seemed to be about to win, ran away in panic. Zira fell down, panting, relieved, seeing that her cubs were still alive. For the first time in days, she was no longer alone. Zira lay there licking the wounds of each cub. She was no longer the queen of the past, but today she was the greatest mother of the steppe. In the wild, individual strength is sometimes not enough. What saves them is not sharp claws, but the return of family, of fellow humans, of love. Life is the same. There are times when you think you have lost. But as long as you have loved ones behind you, it is never the end. The steppe is still there. The animal fight is still going on. But today, Zira and her children reminded us, as long as we have each other, no darkness is endless. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next animal fight.